Reach, exhale down. I'm going to have you, Toby, I'm going to put you back there with Garrett and Greg. So you're right here with Garrett and Greg.
Okay.
So here's Greg. And there's Garrett.
All right.
All right, here we go. This way they don't have to look at the back of me when we do this. Okay, let's do it one more time. Let me get myself warmed up. Let's one more. Just kind of get that nice just muscle stretch. And here's D. Okay, great. Welcome, D. This time I'm all set up with my video needs and we're good to go. So D, just join us. Let's keep warming up for her. So come up here, inhaling. See if you can exhale through the nose too. If you need to exhale through your mouth, that's fine. All right, let's get to next stop. A nice, well-supported posture, shoulder width, or maybe even slightly more, depending on how comfortable you are with it. Let's go hands together, turn the hips, turn the feet. Inhale, good inhale, nice exhale. And take your time with the inhale and exhale. Turn your neck. Exhale. And make your neck nice and relaxed. Inhale, exhale. And remember, when you turn your neck, pull your chin in. This will help with a forward head, help us get out forward head. Inhale, exhale. Okay, back to center. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Through the nose. Okay, ready? Inhale. Good breath. And then exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Nice and easy. All right, let's relax. Okay, we'll reach up and throw down. Just be easy on yourself. We're right here on some hard surface, so I think we'll be okay. Ready? Inhale up. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. And I think this would be 7 actually. Okay, let's work with the wrist and forearm strength. Okay. 1, 2, up. 3. Okay, then push back if you can. Up. You can even think of kind of massage something and pushing and massaging something. And down. 1 fist. Back inhaling. Turn back. One more time with this one. Okay, go ahead. Okay, let's work the hip. So I want to make sure I sit a little bit into my hip joint so I can feel that little bit of the edge. And then we can just move around. Oh, here's Karen. So Karen will join us. It's great. Oh, I think Miriam's in California, so. Nice and easy. Okay, good circle. You can try figure 8. Just exploring how the hip moves, how much motion you have in your hip, right? And Just trying to get that movement in there, just find out what you have. You can even do a little bit of twisting a little bit just to see what's going on in there. Make sure your knees are in line with your feet because you don't want your knee and your foot to go in two different directions. Okay. You can sit back and forward and just hinging at the hip. All right. We'll do this last phase and then we'll warm up some more because Karen. So we're just going to do a little more warm up. Just relax. Inhale up. Okay, so inhale. Exhale down. We'll warm you up, Karen. Oh, they go. I know. I'm going to go the other way from now on because I was driving. You go down the old Fairhaven. You have to. Anyway, because I had the light and all these kids at the corner, but I'm going really slow because it's kids, right? And one of them kind of starts walking out in front of me. I had to hit my brakes. Yeah, and it wasn't like she was like looking at her phone. She was just like, didn't want to wait for the light. All right, let's do this. All right, let's do a little bit of swinging, and then we'll work some other stuff to make sure Karen is all sufficiently moving. It's supposed to be sunny or partly sunny today. I guess there's a little break in the clouds. Keep the head up. Yeah, it's not raining, so it's a good day. So this is January. We finally got the normal Bellingham weather, which is nice. Okay, let's go on up. Nice and easy. Feel how your shoulder blades move, how your arms move. Just notice it. Notice if you have any restrictions. No, don't go past, don't try to go past your restriction, right? Just be easy on yourself. All right, let's go ahead. Let's try this one. We've done this a couple of times. So just palm up, okay, and over and around. This is kind of just the fundamental one. We're going to add more to it, just to get that okay, so I want you to kind of now turn your body a little bit. And turn your body into it. Turn your body kind of into it. Okay. So I don't want to necessarily like give myself like breaking off a chicken wing. It's kind of like as you turn, you just turn your trunk. Okay. So I'm trying to take the strain, not really in the shoulder joint so much as just learning how to just turn my body into this twist. Okay. And let's try the other side. Like sometimes actually like you go to the hand and you push the hand away. Go to the hand and use your trunk, use your ribs. Okay. You can even use your feet. We're just going to get everything moving. I'm moving my feet. I'm going toward the hand. I'm working the hip, a switch. And we do a couple on this side too. Before we switch, just come in here. Get into the hip joint. Okay, so now we're going to do the one to the other. And you move into the hip joint, nice and easy. Keep the elbow low. It's called lazy dragon, rolling on the beach. Good. We're just twisting a little bit. Nice and easy. You want to feel the joints move with the muscle, not trying to crank the joint, right? Just let the joint, just follow what it can do. Don't try to push your joint. Just let them work. And then really kind of try to use your hip and your leg. Okay. So I'm making this movement with my lower body. Good. Okay. Let's just shake it out. We'll do a couple more of this silk reeling series. So, when I learned this, there was this guy from China that George Hu brought, and he had my friend David Liang be the dummy, the demonstration dummy. And David's kind of a theatrical guy. So the guy would like do something, David would jump and yell. That's really funny. Okay, so let's try this one. David Liang is a Wing Chun Tai Chi teacher in Eugene, Oregon. He might be retired now. Maybe his daughter or son-in-law. Huh? Wing Chun is a martial art. It's a very short-range martial art. It's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like a weird kind of boxing, right? And not a weird, but it's a very, very linear. It's almost like it's not boxing, but it's like a one-on-one version of Chinese boxing. Yeah, and they go straight forward. And they have a lot of cool hand, moves and stuff. And okay, ready? So just come nice and relaxed. But then he was quite a character. He took all his students over to China when George Chu had the China camp, and all of us, martial art, Tai Chi, Kung Fu groupies went, like 200 people from Europe and Asia. I think it was 200. Poor George, I think it made him gray because he was in charge of, he was the event organizer, and that's not George's skill. Yeah, we had to all have to wear the same hat so he could find us. And I think it aged him. I think he got older because he had all this worry of all these people. Yeah. Okay. Keep the body out. So we're not leaning over. We want to just sit. So you may not have this type of range or the strength of the leg. So you just want to just let it drop right here. It doesn't need to be low, as long as you feel that nice dropping. One, just nice and relaxed. Okay. Up. Use your legs. Nice and easy. 1, 2. Okay, so we know it's only going one way. So we're going to try 2 hands at once. So this one's going to do the over. This one's going to come. So it's kind of going like this. Okay. You out there in Zoom land, you can just. I'm the mirror. I'm your mirror, right? So you don't need to try to figure out which is left and right. We're doing this. You just do the size, the same size. Okay. So let's go 1, and then I'm going to like imagine pulling and pushing. Okay, and relax into the legs, pulling, push, and then think of your hip joint helping you do this. 1, 2. You can think of other things. You can think of grabbing something and then trying to stretch it apart. Okay. And like you stretch this apart, think of using your legs, that your legs are stretching apart the floor. Keep the body upright, nice and easy. We do some other stuff just to loosen the legs up. Let's try the other way. So let me see. This is going to come up and over and ready. So 1. You're kind of making 2 circles. 2. Nice and relaxed. Really get into the hip node, get into your glute. So Gary was telling me like I only have 1 teaspoon of tea. So what I usually used to do is like 3 teaspoons of tea and 2 cups of water. That was the British version. It was 1 teaspoon per cup and 1 for the pot. And then I would brew for 3 to 4 minutes. So now what I do is like 1 teaspoon, and I don't get that really strong British tea. I get this Darjeeling, which is a little bit lighter. 1 teaspoon, 2.5 cups, 1 minute. All right, let's shake it off. Okay, we'll go with some of our nice basic other stuff now. Okay, so I'm going to face this way, and then we'll go that way. It would be like the beginning of the form, and we'll do a couple pushes, and then I'm going to just review what grass sparrow's tail is. Okay, so let's do the beginning of the form, and you'll see it's pretty easy. We're just going to do something very simple. Okay, so let's go 1, We'll go that way. So this is like what we did on Sunday, Garrett, except now we're just going to step out and we'll just do a push. Okay, so the thing with the push, keep the chin in, keep the chin in. It's very important. It helps keep the spine straight. Try to move from the hip or move from the feet. And make it continuous, nice and smooth. Relax the shoulder joints. No need to bring the hands very high, just, you know, maybe no higher than shoulder height, right? Or just to the upper chest height. And then let the weight of the hand come through. Okay. Feel the weight of the palm nice and heavy to help it stretch the fingertips up. Okay, so don't have any tension to try to stretch the fingertips. So just let the hand just wave through. Nice and relaxed. Okay, fingers relaxed. Feel the weight into the legs. So you can think of, oh, I got something really heavy. Then put that weight into your legs and then push it. Inhaling, exhaling. It's actually quite a nice day. Okay, ready? Just one more time. Then let's do the single whip. So we just go around the other side. So this is just like what we do on Sunday, Garrett, except in this style, it's a little bit more open. You just get a little more open in the body. So single whip, and then we're gonna lower the hand and pull back. And we work the other side of the leg. Inhale, make sure you use your feet. Okay. You know, at home or if you're out in the street and or something, and you have to push a car or something. Yeah, I don't know. Or push something. Just think how you would push that car. It's just the same idea. You can't push it with just your arms. You got to really use your leg and your whole body to push a car, right? Or like, yeah, anybody ever like jump start a car we know that has a clutch? Yeah, I have. Yeah, so you know, someone needs to push it, and you got to pop the clutch and push it down the hill. Yeah, it might better be the clutch popper. I had a car that did. Oh yeah, I think it was my wife. My wife had a little Impreza, and for some reason her battery was just so bad, and so we had to do that before she got a new battery. Okay, so let's try to just go from here. We're going to do another single whip, so we can just practice both sides. Okay, so here's another single whip, and we'll just go with the push again. So we'll just do some of our basic moves first, just to kind of keep warming up. All right, so let's go from here. We can go here. I'm just going to turn around because it doesn't matter which side we do this one. Because we're going to work with the cloud hand. So you're going to make one side the hook, one side the hand. Doesn't matter which side, because you know we're going to do both sides. And then this way you'll get used to what the form is like. So we work with the hip, right? So just 1 and 2. And I have my feet kind of wide, but you know you can do whatever is comfortable. But I want you to make sure that you are moving your body and that your hands just follow the movements of your spine, so to speak, or your hip, okay, or your low spine. Like turn, don't torque your spine. Just you can turn your hip. Okay, if you want, you can give a little bit more range by moving the upper spine. That has more range. Okay. And as you turn your hip, notice what the weight's doing. Because as you turn, there's going to be weight here. As I turn, there's going to be weight on the other leg. Nice and relaxed. Keep breathing. Don't stop breathing. Bad idea to stop breathing. Keep going. Keep going. I'm going to look out there in the audience. All right. Let the leg lead first, and then the hand follow. Body upright. Chin in, head upright. Much better, Grace. A nice little micro adjustment. That was perfect. Okay. You could be more expressive if you like. Really getting into the hip joint. Oh, look, it's a rabbit. I'm really trying to get into my hip joint here, just exploring that range in my hip. Okay. So I'm moving my hip to go so I can see my range go this way. Okay, good. Okay, so let's travel with it. Okay, so I'm going to go this way, I guess. Why not? Okay, so the technique I've been using, I guess, is weights on this side, the heel first, and then let the heel, like then the foot kind of test the ground. It's like the foot just gradually see that ground is nice and safe. Okay, and then the trailing foot can be at the toe or the ball of the foot. Heel, then test the ground, gently add the weight on. Okay, I'm going to go the other way because I'm going to run out of the camera. One, just take your time and place your foot. Place your foot. Okay, so one. So let's say you're walking on ice, you want to place your foot and then gradually add that weight. Okay, as to distance between the feet, as you reach out, don't try to go very long because then you might, if you're not strong enough, your knee will cave in. So what you would have to do is just sit a little bit into your hip, into your glute, and use that to help you. Okay, and the other thing I like, I'm going to give you the side view. So let's say I'm going to go this way. I do not want to go forward and try to sit or let my knee cave in. I want to almost sit back. This way it's like having a body weight squat. So I will use all this muscle to support my leg. And then this will help me keep my knee in line because I won't be putting the weight here. It's really important. It's important in general, not just Tai Chi stuff. Okay, one. So even with this side too, because one side might be easier. Usually the side that you have to reach out of is the hardest side. Okay, and then you can see you can just drive into the next one. Okay, let's try the other side. Now, I just take it at wherever you are. So for instance, when I sit here, I'm gonna put the weight on my heel, push my butt back slightly. Not so far back I fall over, obviously. One. So you notice that Tai Chi, even though it's mellow, you can really make this a very effective strengthening exercise. Okay, inhale, exhale. Okay, let's do the brush knee, and then I think we'll look at a little bit of the form. Okay, brush knee, I can face you guys to do this. Okay, so if you look at brush knee, it's like two circles. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly right. That's the circle. Okay, but instead of one plane, instead of the plane here, this front plane, and one pushes out. That's the circle. That's it. Right? And the timing's slightly different. So ready? Let's go one. We just practice the circle. And they could do the other hand. So one hand down, one hand forward. I'm going to show the side view. Of course, we will get to how we use the rest of the body. But even with this exercise, you can relax into your body, into your trunk, down your legs, and have your legs support your body. Okay, so this is a very easy way to practice brush knee. Right, so it's the same circle, except one hand extends forward as the other hand extends down. They both come to 12, then one goes forward, one goes to, 7. All right, so let's involve the leg. I'll go sideways, just so you guys on the video will have a better sense on the Zoom. Okay. So let's just start with 1 foot forward, left foot forward, or whatever foot. It doesn't matter. Okay. So 1 foot forward, the back foot, back hand goes forward, right? This is how it ends up. This is how it looks like. So let's do the circle. Just do the circle so you get what the end position looks like. Okay. All right, so now let's involve the legs. As I open, I sit back. As I come forward, my hands in position. As I open, I sit back. Body upright. 1. Okay, so other thing I want to show you guys is when I come here, I don't bring it from out here to here. Okay, as I come back, I can, you know, one cue that my teacher, Master Dung, would provide us by the ear, and then forward. Okay, relax 1, bring it to the ear, and then forward. Versus bring it from the out here and in. All right, that's not right. It's not as effective. All right, so 1, so let's keep going. 1, bring it to the ear, and then turn the hip a little. 1. When I go forward, I give it a little bit of forward energy before I turn it over and drop it. Feel your legs, nice and easy, go slow, breathe at your own pace. Okay. Just notice how the hands have to circle. Notice what you have to do with the hip, the leg. Take your time, really slow down. Okay. Take your time, really slow down. Make this also a leg workout as well as a relaxation workout. Does it help you with this? Take your time. You know, you have to examine every millimeter of movement. Make the movements, you know, in Yang style, there's no rushing, right? Because you're trying to coordinate all the movements together, all the muscles working together. If you try to rush through, some muscles will go faster than others. You want to make sure they all work together. Okay. Let's try the other side. So we're going to step into the other side. So come on back. We do our push. Okay, the next to move, I'm going to move my leg. I'm going to move my pelvis to move my, so I'm going to like use my body, my hip to move my foot out of the way. So imagine your foot's in the way. So you need to pivot your foot out and step through. Use your glute and your hamstrings to support you in that one leg. And we'll try the next side. Try to feel your legs move here. Okay, ready? 1. Now don't go so slow that you're feeling tension to go slow. Just see if you can relax and just slow it down. To the ear, turn with your hip. Turn with your hip. Double check your feet and knees. Now you don't have to remember all this. That's why you come to class. I have to remember to tell you. Okay. To the ear and then through. Okay. 1, relax. Okay, so from the ear, it's not like you push. It's just that you let the hands just fall as you turn the body. Okay, and this hand's gonna come up because you're gonna you push the body back and it just follows that motion as I turn my hip open, as I turn my hip back, the hand just falls through. The hand just falls through, right? Get that sense as you just kind of move your body back and forward, comes back and forward. Chin in, head up. All right, let's inhale. Okay, so we did the two-hand push, the one-hand push or stride, however you want to look at it. We did the cloud hand. The cloud hand is the fundamental circle. If you do cloud hands, you got all of Yang style Tai Chi. Okay, or you reverse. Okay, so let's do a little bit of, oh, I was going to do this. Okay, so let's do a little bit of the form. And so because it's always good to review. So this is a very particular, this part is very particular to the style, this movement. Okay, so we'll go ahead and just review that. And then because we have a couple of people who don't know that particular movement. So the particular movement is basically, it looks like this. One hand here, one hand behind. Okay, in this posture. Let's call it grass sparrow's tail. Okay, and then you flip it over. So that's kind of easy, just okay. So let's go from here. So it's very much kind of like Chen style. So remember in Chen style again, we had this, right? This is Yang style's version. Yeah, this is Yang style's version, okay? And then you flip it over. One palm on the wrist, and then you press through. And you come back and push. Okay, so let's go back here. So I kind of like it's like you hold the belly of a bird in your hand. Okay, it's a small bird. It's called grass sparrow, not a turkey. It's a sparrow. Okay, and then and see if you can like turn your body to make the hands move. So notice I turn my body, make the hands move. I'm going to turn my body back. And then I'm going to come up. And then I'm going to push. So let's scoop up the sparrow. Okay. Turn in the hip. Turn the hip. Notice my hip joint. And I'm not turning so much that I cave my knee in. I just turn in enough, keeping my legs stable. So this is creating some, I don't know exactly, I want to call it tension, but some type of spring or energy. Okay, one. And you can just practice this move over and over. And then I will show with Greg, I think, how it all works. Okay, one. Okay, so go grasp the sparrow and then push. Okay, grasp the sparrow and then come back and push. Grasp the sparrow. 1, 2. Okay, inhale. Now for those Tai Chi academics, grass sparrow tail has, I think there's 4 energies. This is called Peng, which is like the energy of a car tire. And it says like you hit a car tire, it doesn't feel anything, but it's really, it kind of has that air. So this is kind of like you hit somebody with a car tire. Or they hit you, you're a car tire. Okay, so that's one energy. The next energy is they call it rollback, but I don't want to confuse you with the Chinese name is Liu, but you don't have to worry. The energy of the rollback is like taking somebody off to the side, diverting them, right? And the next energy is called, it's been translated as press, but the literal translation is like squeeze, like you're squeezing toothpaste out the tube. And the last one, we call it push because it looks like a push, but it's like down, down, up and out. Okay, so I'm going to borrow Greg for a minute. I never borrow you guys. I know. I hope you don't get insulted. Okay, no, that wouldn't be good. Okay. So, Okay, so here's the idea with this. Okay. I don't, yeah, just have that. That's fine. Whatever. I don't know. Okay, whatever. Okay. Or something. I don't know. Actually, it would be this is really useless against the fist because it's so narrow. The whole idea with this is like, is like, if I can get him, I can, like this. I don't, and he pushes against me. Yeah. The idea of this is like, here's my fence. Okay, push. I don't let him go into my backyard. All right, that's the idea of that. So that's kind of like the idea. And then the idea of your fence can be, it's a movable fence. Yeah, push it back. Yeah, it's a movable fence, right? It's or it's a fence or a movable fence. Okay, and the hand behind here is, here it is. Here's the fence. He keeps pushing. This goes here. That's this part. Okay. He doesn't like that, so he pushes back. He pulls back, and then you go into the next part. Right? He doesn't like that either. He keeps pushing back, and then you kind of let him go, push back a little bit. You can't go and you push down. So that's kind of the idea, all right? And a real, like Master Joe, my teacher in LA, he was really good at that. And so he wasn't as nice to people. Yeah, I was a nice teacher. Because he would demonstrate to someone. He would do the whole thing, like, this. Oh, this is so nice, right? And then when he gets to this part, he push him like kind of on the ground, and then he'd do it with a fist, because then he can hit him on the way down. That's Master Dung. Okay. If you go to LA and visit him, just, you don't need to tell him. You can tell him that you know me. I don't know if you'll remember me. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks. You just started, and they'll say, "Oh, wow, you're so good for 2 weeks." Oh, Bob, what a great teacher. I had a teacher who said that. He said, "I'm going to go to New York to visit Kenny, your teacher." And Stuart, it was my teacher. Another teacher I had now. I go, "Oh, if you see Sifu, tell me I've been with 6 months." Okay, all right. So we're going to do that a little bit with the forms. Anyway, we'll just practice that grass bow tail sequence a little bit, and then we'll add the movement that we've been practicing just before. And then that's kind of the essence of this Yang style form. There's some kicks and stuff, as you know. But I think just in the basics down is really good. And we usually do the kicks as a balance thing anyway. So let's just start like in a traditional position. And this time I'll face out that way, and we'll go this way. All right. We'll just go slow. I'll talk you all through it. Okay, good posture, please. Good posture. Always work on your posture. Try to roll your shoulders a little bit back and down, your shoulder blades a little bit back and down to engage those tiny little muscles in the shoulder blade to help, with rounded shoulders. Okay. So we just a very simple opening, hands up. Feel that weight of the arm on your feet. Relax the weight of the arms all the way down the leg. Okay, we're going to look to the right. I'm going to step out left. I'm going to meet someone left. And then I pick up and I step in and grasp Sparrow's tail. I do this little bit of roll back. It's called roll back. Okay, when I roll back, I don't lean over. Try to keep upright. Okay, then we do the press. This is called press, like you're pressing something. Press through. Separate. Relax and push. Then we'll do our single whip. Okay. And from single whip, we'll go ahead and do the cloud hand. So we'll just work on all the moves we did so far. So we have a little short sequence of form. And I like to go back the other direction just so we have. a balance. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, from here, we're just going to do a single whip again. And now I'm going to do a brush knee. I just come back and so we'll just do those brush knees. 1. And let's just do 3 of these. 2. Relax. 3. Okay, so remember we talked about how we travel. So I'm going to pivot my leg in the hip joint. I'm going to move my hip joint. It's like I grind my heel into the ground. I release my heel, come through, heel first, test the ground, and then we do 3 of these. 1, 2, feel your legs. 3, good. And let's do one more as we travel. And I'm going to do the cross hand. So from here, I'm going to bring the hand up to the center. Okay, right hand in front. Okay, relax, exhale. All right. Good, let's do that again. And I think I'm going to add a move. We'll add a new move to learn. But let's do that again to kind of cement that in. All right. So just for a demo, just because Derek sees me on Sunday. In the Sunday class, we've been doing this, right? So this is the slow version. It's like here, here. Instead of the cut, it's just that. So you see the difference, right? I mean, you see the similarity, I should say. All right, okay. Okay, ready? Okay, so we do the opening, nice and relaxed. So when we do the opening, we're not hunching the shoulders, nice and relaxed. Feel it imagining like you're lifting from here and then down. Then look to the right, engage someone to the right, engage to the slightly to the left front corner. Okay, grasp the sparrow, lead him to the left, follow him to the front, invite him back in, escort him out the house. Okay, pivot to single whip. Let's do cloud hands. Remember, use your body to make the hands move, right? Use your lower, use your hips to make the hands move, okay? Okay, so let's bring it close and then go the other way. Okay. So make it the last one on this side, and then we'll just do the single whip. And then we'll do our brush knee. 1, and we'll do 3. 3, and then we're going to pivot, step through, and brush knee with the other hand. Remember, it's just the same circle, we just kind of split them at the end. 2, 3, and let's pivot. So we step forward with the left this time. And then we'll do open to the cross, turn the feet to the front, and the hands in front of you. Now don't make them tight, just like here's good. Okay, and then relax. All right. And then let's try a different move. So you notice we've done a lot of moves just kind of from middle to lower front. So we'll do a couple of the moves that are a little bit higher. And then we'll see if we can add those in. Okay, so let's see here. So let's just try a hit tiger. Okay. Okay, the story is, if you let me know if you get bored of these stories. All right. The story is there's the first Chinese classical novel that was written in the vernacular of China of how people in China spoke, because it used to be written in classical Chinese and no one knew what it meant. Well, it's not that no one knew. You had to be like really educated to understand a classical Chinese text, because you had it's kind of like that Star Trek episode with. Never mind. Okay, Wusong kills the tiger. Wusong, big brute of a guy. He goes to a mountain. He's pretty drunk. He sees a sign, "Don't come here. There's a tiger." And he thinks it's just these villagers trying to keep business in the store. So the tiger attacks him. He straddles the tiger. He grabs the tiger by the top of the neck, and he goes like this, and he hammers the tiger's head. Okay, so that's hit tiger. That's kind of Wusong kills the tiger. The Tai Chi form is not like that, but it's kind of like that because it kind of looks that way. All right, so all right. Anyway, so now you kind of have the. No, we're going to try both hands. Okay, so hit tiger is very simple. So when we have cloud hands like this is kind of reverse. But this time we're doing clockwise, counterclockwise. Okay, we won't do the feet yet, but take your time. I want you to notice. Okay, so this is the simple version, I guess. Okay, so we kind of get warmed up with this. So let's go down the middle and around. Down the middle. Down the middle. You can down the middle. And then just relax. See how that feels. Down the middle. Down the middle. Body upright. Sit in the hips, so you get a little bit of leg, hip training, glute training. Okay. So let's try with the footwork. So the forward leg is the higher hand, right? So let's just kind of practice. One. Just stepping with this. So let's see if we could try that. Down the middle. Step forward, 2. Down the middle, step forward, 3. Okay, you can pivot. It's probably easier. Actually, why don't we just pivot? You guys at home could step forward. I have to pivot because I need to stay in the camera for you guys. All right. So if you want to step forward, you just step forward and switch the hands. Step forward and switch the hands. Turn, and I'm going to pivot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. All right. When we'll try to add, okay, I'll demo on Greg again. Greg, if you come here for the camera. Now, I don't know if this is the way it's supposed to work, okay? Honest, really. But, you kind of figure out, you can look at these things. If you're at home and you're trying to say, well, how does this thing work? You have to look at the movement, right? You have to look at the movement. Okay. Who knows? Okay, I don't know. Okay, so he throws one down the middle. Okay. He throws the other one. All right. And I didn't, just FYI, if you are of the type that want to know, like, I was like this type, right? So I went on YouTube and just, what the heck is this for? I mean, and I want someone to explain to me, how does it use? So I want to know how it's used. Well, why is it? Why are you doing this? That's kind of like the wrong approach. I think the correct approach is like you look at the movement and just think about the movement and not like this guy's coming here. I'm gonna block his foot and I'm gonna push him. That might be one of the movements, but the hard is to learn the movement. You're much better off learning the movement because hopefully, it's very rarely some guy's gonna come here and try to kick you and you're gonna push him because that's statistically not gonna happen to you. Oh yeah, I like those. I like those Instagrams where they show this guy, gun disarm, and there's a and the guy tries it on something, and the next screen is him in heaven. Okay, so we're gonna try hit tiger. Let's just review one more time. 1, down the middle. 2, down the middle. 3. And you notice I kind of grabbed, like I didn't necessarily have to grab Greg. He say something's coming, I can just pass it through and hit the other side. Okay, so down the middle and then out to the side. All right, so we're gonna try incorporating that somehow. Okay, I haven't figured out yet how, but you must do this. I don't know how. There was a teacher, we knew this guy who studied with a teacher who said that to him. He goes, you have to do it this way. How? I cannot explain to you or something. Just do it. Okay, ready? So we're going with our form and we're going to practice hit tiger. So go back to the beginning. So here's our watching somebody to the right of you, then watching someone to the left of you. And then someone in the front of you, the grass sparrow's tail. 1, relax. 2, inhaling, exhaling. So good review of all the moves we did today. This will be the last time we'll do this. It's almost 10 o'clock. Okay, we'll just do 3 cloud hands in one direction. 1, 2. So on the third one, we're going to go into single whip again. We'll do 1 brushing on each side. 1, we'll step forward. 2. Okay, so we're going to step forward with the back foot now. And we're going to do 1 hit tiger, step forward with the other foot. 2 hit tiger. Let's do 3 hit tigers. I think I screwed up my arms. Let's do 1 more hit tiger so I make sure I'm in the sequence. And then 1 more. Okay. And then we'll open, cross the hand, separate, exhale. Okay. So let's do so that was kind of a quick lesson. We'll on the hit tiger. We'll do more hit tiger next time. Okay. But you can just do that just standing. It's like a qigong. Now, let's do the qigong. This is a qigong. Okay, and then you would do this. So we can do everything we almost did today as a standing qigong. You do this one. And then come here to the push. Nice and relaxed. Good posture. We'll end it with some cloud hands. Trademark Tai Chi form. Okay, let's end with just the cross hands. That's just like the form, and we finish. All right. Okay. As we practice, it's more important to have good posture and smoothness. Okay. Don't rush the form. So don't like, like especially with the stepping, like I'm going to do here and going to go that kind of thing. So just